Welcome back to the Ulduar Raid Guide. My name's Ciderhelm, I'm the administrator of TankSpot's.com, and in this video I'll show you a few tactics we use to effectively bring down 25-man Mimiron. Since Phases 1 and 3 have few practical differences between the 10 and 25-man, I'm going to focus primarily on Phases 2 and 4, which is where most guilds are going to struggle in the 25-man version. If you'd like more information or would like to learn more about downloading this movie, click More Info on the movie information box on YouTube to head directly to TankSpot. Also, be sure to click subscribe to your right for updates as we put out new movies. For Phases 2 and 4, we divide the ranged in our raid into thirds of the room, which we designate by the 3 black spokes coming from beneath Mimiron. Within each third, we create 2 range groups, each comprising of a healer and 1 to 3 ranged DPSers depending on our raid composition. In other words, we create 6 range groups around Mimiron. In this particular movie, we only have 5 healers, so we've consolidated into 5 range groups. We also have a single melee group that moves around Mimiron to avoid incoming barrages and rocket strikes. Since the melee are using instant attacks, quickly dodging oncoming attacks does not hinder our DPS. Anytime we are targeted, we quickly move clockwise to the next spoke. The final major point of this strategy is that none of the range groups stand near the black spokes. Since barrages are conal, the melee and the raid essentially act as decoys. We take minimal damage because we're able to move away from barrages quickly, and attacks on us don't hit any of the range groups. Finally, the 6 range group strategy minimizes the number of players hit by barrages that target the range groups. Healers to the left and right of a group that is targeted are able to effectively cross-heal. In Phase 3, a protection warrior is capable of easily tanking the aerial command unit through the use of Spell Reflect. Since we use 2 tanks through our Mimiron kills, I will generally pick up the aerial command unit in Phase 4 and reflect that while watching the health timers on each of Mimiron's units. However, in a pinch, it's important that protection warriors are aware that they can tank both the top and bottom units simultaneously. In this 10-man video, I'll go ahead and illustrate the movement involved. During Phase 4, one of the biggest difficulties guilds have is tanking Mimiron in a stable way, especially when dealing with the pew-pew lasers. Like a handful of other bosses in WoW, Mimiron can be difficult to strafe around, and many tanks die as a result of not being able to move away from the pew-pew lasers, since Mimiron is shifting back in front of them. As we've discussed in our tanking reference movies, the server treats strafing and moving backwards or forwards differently. This is the core cause of the issue. Pay attention to the black circle on the ground beneath him. When pew-pew lasers are in danger of hitting you, simply turning your body and walking forward on that line will allow you to turn him without any danger of him trying to move in front of you. If you're using a strategy where you are moving Mimiron himself throughout the room, just make sure you keep a tight circle while moving around him. Thanks for watching this movie. As always, feel free to ask questions or add suggestions either on YouTube or in the strategy thread on TankSpot.com. Also, TankSpot donors can download all of these movies in high definition directly from our servers. Click the second link in the movie information box to learn more.